really tall.
Yeah, because I made mine up because I hate being low.
Oh, that one was all the way down.
Yeah.
I'm Joanne from Magpies Cottage.
I'm Amy, the tall one.
I color coordinated with you today.
Hey, you did. Well,
Yeah.
you knew I was going to wear this.
I did.
So you did.
Yeah.
We planned our outfits.
Yeah.
That's got to be a first, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think we've ever done that.
No.
Oh, well. But yes.
Yeah.
No, she knew I was going to wear this because this is my FO for the week.
Yeah.
So.
You want to talk about it right
Well,
away?
okay. This is Recalibrate. And this is from our knit along for the month. I have mine. I did my contrast all the same all the way around. So, it's designed by Shanna Cohen. And I knit it in fingering weight. And what else do I got to say about it? It's our current knit along.
Yep.
And you're
Yeah.
going to see her in progress one.
Yep.
So I am very happy with it. I love it.
It's nice looking. And it's not hot, is it, to wear?
No.
Okay.
Well, you know, that's the weird thing about this thing. It's knit at a much looser gauge than I'm used to for a sweater.
Right.
Which makes it very lightweight.
Yeah. And because it's wool, it's breathable.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
And it's very loose and very swingy and very comfortable to wear. So I love it. I'm very happy with it.
Cool. That's nice.
Yeah. You know, it's funny when you look at you're happy. There should be like a happiness meter. You know, you knit something sometimes.
Oh, we should have that. Okay, how many out of 5 smiley faces, how many smiley faces do you give that FO?
7 or 5. 7.
Okay,
It's a
5
5.
out of 5 smiley
This
faces.
is a 5 smiley because
Okay.
I'm just so comfortable in it. Now I do want to reserve judgment on a little bit of it, and it's because I haven't washed it yet.
Okay.
I mean, I blocked it, so that is kind of washing it. But what I want to be able to do is I'm going to take this, throw it in the wash on gentle or on my knit cycle, and throw it in the dryer because I want to see how this dries.
Yeah.
You know.
I usually throw it in the dryer just for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
and then lay it flat for that last few minutes because I think if something's going to get bad, it's after it gets too hot.
That's
so
true.
that's why I always pull it out early.
Well, and I'll put it on, my lowest cycle too. I mean, And
Yeah.
the other thing is, I could also put it in my drying cabinet because I can dry it on my drying cabinet and dry it flat in there. So but
I think you could tumble it most of the way dry.
and that I want a little bit of that heat because I want it. To tighten up a little. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about.
Yeah, and if you're making this, when you get it wet to block it, it stretches like miles.
Yes.
Don't be worried. It comes right back. If you used wool, it comes right back and it'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I noticed when it was wet. It's like, and I'm like holding this dripping wet mass of wool, and I'm squishing out as much water as I could because it was quite heavy.
Yeah, my first one too. When it was soaking wet, I was worried, but it dried up beautifully.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very happy with it, and I love it. I'm thinking I might make another one.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what color I want it to
I'm
be.
gonna make my second one now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So my FO is back there on the drying mats, and I might stick a picture right here. Got to put my hands up so I know where to cut. I'll stick a picture right there. It's a crochet halter top for my daughter, and it was started and finished all since the last podcast.
Really? That must have been your at-home knitting.
Yeah.
I didn't see it here.
That took only a few days to make.
Really?
Yeah, crochet goes quick.
Well, that's true, it does.
And once you start doing that lacy part, it's so much fun. You don't stop. You just keep finishing it all in one night.
Well, it is cool, and it is funky, and reminds me of hippie days.
Yep. To go with my hippie curtain I'm making.
There you go. I'm telling you, she's definitely reverting to the hippie days. 1969, here we come.
Yeah. So, nothing else finished. Do you have anything else finished?
No. Well, I finished my test knit.
Oh, but you can't show it.
I can't show it yet. And I may not be able to show that until next summer because that's when it's supposed to come out.
Oh.
And it's part of the Brooklyn Tweed summer collection.
Okay.
So, yeah, okay, so a little background. I was testing this for Stephanie Lotvin, Telly Bee Knits on Ravelry, and I test for her all the time. And one of her designs was accepted by Brooklyn Tweed. And so the sweater, it's a t-shirt, color work, loved knitting it. It was so much fun. I'm very, on my happiness meter, this one's a 4, but it has to do with the way the yarn blocked. The pattern itself, I love the pattern. I love the color work. I could see myself using that color work pattern in, say, like a color work hat. I could see myself doing that totally. So we'll see what happens with it as I wear it. But nonetheless, now you guys will see it on the podcast at least until next spring, maybe.
To release.
Yeah, until it's released.
So what are you working on?
What am I working on? Oh, boy. Well, lots of things. I have 3 here, and I have a 4th one at home. But, okay, I'll talk about the one that's at home first, because that's quick. I'm knitting the Snarkometer by Casapinka, and it's a mystery knit along. And I had it in my hand when I was packing my bag this morning, and I thought, nope, because it's a mystery. And I didn't want to blow the surprise for somebody.
Okay.
So I thought, no, not showing it.
Okay.
So you're going to have to wait till that one's done, because I'm not going to blow it. Okay, this is my witch gnome. I love it.
So the stripy part is the body?
Yes, this is the body, and I've got all the increases done, and so now I'm ready to start the decrease for the bottom part.
Okay.
Down to here, and then it's ready to be stuffed.
And bearded.
And bearded. Well, the beard's done. Beard's right here.
Okay.
Yeah, my witch has a green beard.
And a green nose.
And a green nose, and then stripy arms. That's what she's got. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm having fun knitting her. So I'm thinking maybe when I go home now, I might just indulge myself and finish this. It's weird if you look at it here. Okay, so this is just a variegated yarn, but it started out self-striping, and now it got to pools. And so that's the front pool, and that's the back pool. Okay, and now because the increases are done, I'm probably going to have some pools in here, and then I'll end with the stripes.
Because you get narrower again?
Yeah, because I get narrow because now I start decreasing. So, be kind of fun.
Yep.
I've enjoyed knitting her, so.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
And let's see, what else am I working on? Oh, this is the perfect t-shirt. Okay, this is the perfect yarn for the perfect t-shirt. This is the one. Now, Joanne is doing the crochet version, and I am doing, here's the sleeve. I'm doing the knit version, so I'm not very far. So I've got the short rows done for the back of the neck, and it's a raglan. But what's cool, maybe if I do it this way, this is how this yarn is striping. I love it. It's so much fun. This is that summer sesame, and it's just turning out so cool. I love the nubbiness of it. I love the stripiness of it. So, you know, I was going to kind of like take my own sweet time with this and have my, you know, especially because there is nothing to this other than round and round. And, you know, and the raglan increases. Once you get those sleeves off, then you got nothing but round and round for a long time. And then you, at the end, after you're done with the body, then you pick up for I-cords, for an I-cord bind off on the neck and the cuffs on the sleeves, and the bottom is all I-cord.
Okay.
So you're doing the crochet version, I'm doing the knit version, but I think I like it and I might just finish it.
Yeah, I stalled on my crocheted version because I got excited about that curtain.
Well, I don't blame you.
So until my curtain's done, it's going to probably sit there.
Well, I love it.
Good.
So I'm very happy with the yarn.
Cool.
I just think that it just looks so cool.
I like it too. I think I might do that one to make the willow cowl. I was just talking about I need to make a new willow cowl for the store sample because it is a very popular pattern and the yarn that our sample is made out of is discontinued and I'm almost sold out of it. So I'll
Wow.
have to make one with a new yarn that we still carry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Go do your last one.
Okay. This is called Reflecting Pond. And it's a shawl that's knit. It's a wide parallelogram. And it's a shawl that's knit in 2 halves. And then on the diagonal, you do a 3 needle bind off to connect your 2 halves. So this is part 2. And this yarn is called Diva. And it's by Leading Men. And this yarn was in our goodie bag at the last Leading Men retreat. So this is where I am so far. And it alternates. The garter stitch in the green is to represent the pond that's on this property, and then the bricks and the zigzaggies lace represents the mansion. And so it's a tribute to the Allerton Estate in Southern Illinois, because that's where this retreat is held. And so I'm having fun knitting it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have the other half in your bag?
No, I left it at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it.
Yeah,
But
because it would have been nice to hold out.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking by the next time we podcast, it'll be done.
Okay.
So you'll see the finished object.
Okay.
But I'm loving knitting it. And and it's funny because the lace section on the first half is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's narrower than this. Has got just 3 like triangles or mountains.
Yeah.
And that one has a shorter repeat. So like this has 25 rows, no, 35 rows, 36 rows in the repeat, 36 rows. So it's 3 groups of 12, whereas the other one has 24 rows, and then you do 8 through 24 again, and then 8 through 24 again. So it's an 8-row repeat, so that's 3, 5, 7 zigzaggy things. But it's funny because in that half, you only do 1 mansion colored section. And in this half, you do 2. So I'll have to do, after I finish, I think I got about 5 or 6 more ridges of garter, and then I do this all over again.
Okay.
So, yeah. It was funny because when I left here last night, I had just started this. And then I went home and I knit on this last night, and I almost had the whole lace section done. It didn't take long at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When I went home last night, I started that Stephen West one I mentioned a couple podcasts ago.
You started it?
I got to like row 4. It wasn't worth bringing in because it's just the first row of color. The contrast color is on it now. So I will bring that next time, but it started now. And let's see, I have my Recalibrate. I think I talked last time about changing colors. So here's the colors I ended up with. You can hardly tell the difference.
It's very subtle.
It's very subtle. So I have this green is one color, and this blue carrot is the other color. So the green is a Rainbow Beach, which it's stripes, but the stripes are very subtle.
I think it's a really pretty yarn.
Yeah.
I really do. I like that.
So that, I am in the middle of a row, but that's all I am, is just that far. So it will be a while. I only work at that here at the shop, so that's only Thursday nights and Fridays, so it'll be a while. But that knit along goes through the 15th of September, so hopefully I'll finish it by then.
Maybe.
I don't know, I might. Because the first one I made in 2 weeks. If I take it home, I probably would. And then the other thing I'm working on is my beaded curtain. I showed you all the squares last time, were all the hot colors, they're called, where they end in pink, orange, red, or yellow. And now I got all the cool squares done. So the squares look like this. And there's just a different mixture of them.
Now, does
So
it tell you in the pattern, like color 1 with, you know, center, and color 2 for the next color, and color 3?
it told me to do a hot color for row 1 and 2, and then to use 3 cool colors for rows 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
It told me that much. And now the next thing says, like, sew 2 cool squares together. So 2 out of here together. And then, you know, 2 out of here together. And I got to make all these, you know, 15 pairs of them or whatever.
Okay.
I have to make it a little bigger than the pattern says. So I think maybe it said 13.
Okay.
But I'm going to make it like 16 or more.
Okay.
I might have to add more. Whatever it takes to get to between 79 and 80 inches is where I need it to be.
It's going to be so cool.
Yeah, so I think I have all these squares done, and I will start sewing them together this next week. So that was my second thing I'm working on. And like I said, I did that whole top in the last week, so that took up a lot of my time. So that's all I'm working on. So I want to remind everybody, look at the website for the schedule of classes.
She's been adding a
starting
lot.
to build that up again for fall. I got it through October 20th. So if you're looking for a class, look there. Oh, I got to add that entrelac. I'll add that on the 27th of October. So I'll add that entrelac pillow yet. So I've been doing that. I have a sale running on West Yorkshire Spinner Yarn yet.
My favorite sock yarn.
Online or in person. It's 20%.
Yeah, 20%
Yeah,
off.
20% off. So I think these that are $12.99 work out to $10.39.
Good deal.
On sale. So
Let's see.
then we got new stuff.
Yeah. Some restocks here of Sueno.
Yeah, those were on back order for quite a while. Hard to get, but
This
we
stuff
got 'em.
knits up really nice. It makes a nice sweater.
Yes.
I like this color.
Yeah, that was the very first color I sold out, and I reordered immediately the cream, and it took until now to get it. So about 3.5 months for a reorder.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think this is pretty. I think it's going to be pretty for like a fall kind of t-shirt. I was looking at one this morning on Ravelry. It's a really cool yoke that has like twisted lace in it. And it's a short sleeve, you know, kind of t-shirt thing. And then the body is just kind of plain. But I'm thinking this would be really pretty. I need to knit another t-shirt, like I need a hole in the head, but that's okay, because if I don't knit things, I think I'll go crazy. So I have to knit things. And then you had a restock. Oh, this is the Ultra Pima.
Yeah.
Navy blue. Or royal blue. What do you call that? Navy or?
I call it navy.
I call it navy. Okay, it's navy.
They call it like Armada.
That would be navy. Armada's a group of ships, so yeah, okay. I don't know. You ordered this for that, for your hippie curtain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's new in the shop.
Yep.
Oh, and then we've got the Palm Quarterly.
Yep. Just came out this week.
Just came out this week.
There's
I
a
have
lot
yet to
of
look
cool
at
patterns in this one.
A lot of cabling I'm seeing.
Yeah, there is a lot of cables in this one. And the theme is roots and branches this time. I think that's why there's
cables.
so many cables that are like twisted branches.
Oh, this one's pretty.
Yeah, colorwork sweater. Yeah, it is beautiful.
Ooh, and it's like a guy sweater. Oh, that's a great hat.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It almost looks crocheted on the top.
The lace, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that's interesting. It is crocheted because it's calling for crochet hooks. And I'm seeing...
Oh, knit on the bottom and crochet on the top. Cool.
That's the way it appears.
Uh-huh. So...
That's fascinating.
Order your Pom Pom Quarterly now.
Yeah, here it says, it's work from the bottom up in the round. After ribbing, the first section of the body is knit in brick stitch, a 2-color mosaic knitting pattern, before being cast off. Then, crochet stitches are worked into the cast-off edge, and the hat transitions into the star stitch pattern with decreases worked in the pattern to complete the crown.
Wow.
So it's a crochet and knit hat. Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
More cables.
Yeah, it's a very nice book.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
It is a very nice book. Cool. Okay, stop looking at. Just looked at it now.
Okay. So, and the last thing in here is Harry Potter Crochet Wizardry, the official Harry Potter crochet pattern book. This book is excellent. I thought, oh, it's going to be another, you know, I don't know what to say, cheap book, but this is excellent. Look at that little Dobby.
Oh
and
my
that
gosh.
sorting hat is beautiful.
That is.
It is a really nice book. I love these, the mandrakes right back here. Look at the mandrakes. That's the plant.
Oh, in the plant. Yeah.
The plant is the mandrakes. Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, the golden snitch blanket, the hat. This is a fantastic book. I was really surprised how impressed I was. I got several copies of this. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's all crocheted, all Harry Potter, and order yours now.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and I think I heard they're coming out with a second knit Harry Potter
Oh,
book.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who put this one together, Lee Sartori. But, you know, I will say I got the Star Wars knitting book, and it's just this amazing collection of Star Wars patterns. And I've seen the first Harry Potter knit. And these pattern collections, you know, even though they're themed around these movies or whatever, they are well done. They're very well done. And so I like that book. I mean, you know, I'll be honest. I'll crochet. If something needs a crochet edge, I can crochet it.
Yeah.
What else? You know, I can. I don't necessarily always choose to, because I love to knit.
Right.
You know, but some of the things in there are just beautiful.
Right. I want to look. Oh, the cat's in here. There's the mandrake. I want to look. I see a little bit. Oh, the owl's in here. And Dobby. The blue stag.
Oh, look at that sweater.
Yeah, I wanted. There was a little zip up jacket. Like, I'm looking for that.
There it is.
Because I've been thinking about making a little crochet jacket. You know something? I just wear. I don't know if that. I don't think that's it. But you can see what I'm talking about right there. That little bit of a folded jacket. And did you see that phoenix up in the corner? Isn't he cool?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't show you the inside because that would give away the pudding recipe, so I can only show you the cover.
Oh, really?
I don't want. You're not supposed to show the pattern part of it ever.
Oh, I guess that
on
makes
camera.
sense. I never even
Yeah,
thought about that.
somebody could pause it and print it.
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But
And both those two books came out this week, so they're brand spanking new.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So what else you got going on?
Not much.
Me either.
No.
Monday is officially my first day of retirement.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not counting the summer.
No, because you would have had that off anyway.
That's goof off. But now I found out teachers go back to work on Monday and I don't.
Good.
So, but there are some other teaching things going on. We got a lot of classes coming up on the
Yeah.
schedule. So behind me is a shawl. I don't know if you can see it. Might have a little glare.
Yeah.
But, from the front door. But anyways, that's Spindrift. And
Yep.
somebody was in the shop the other day, and that's why we dragged it out.
Yeah.
They were looking
wanted
for
a one skein.
a one skein wonder, Spindrift.
Mm-hmm.
And so we brought that in. I knit that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I love
think
it.
That was in the first year of Mystery Mania.
Might have been. Might have been. So we've got Pick a Pop coming up. We've got Waterline coming up,
Right.
class on that. And
Yep.
we are doing a mystery series on hats. Now, I haven't picked all the patterns yet. A couple of them I know, and we've talked about them between Joanne and myself. But I want you to think about this whole mystery series, and the concept behind it is there's a lot of stuff that goes on in hats other than your basic first hat. You know, the class the hat we use for Knitting 101 has, I call it the thumb cast on. I don't know, what do you call it?
Oh, I do the knitted.
Oh, you do the knit. That's right. It's got knitted cast on in
knitted
it.
cast on.
And when I did my first hat, it was the thumb cast on. But it doesn't matter. And then you knit round and round and round.
Yeah. So you get a rolled brim.
And you get the rolled brim. And then at the end, you just run your yarn through your stitches and you cinch it up and you got a hat. But not all hats are so simple.
No.
There's a lot of technique that goes into different things with hats.
Sure.
So what we're going to be doing is using hats as a way of exploring other techniques. So you get to explore a different technique, and then when you're done exploring that technique, you have a finished hat.
Right.
So it's not a huge time investment or yarn investment, and we're going to be using basic yarns readily available in the shop.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, as I think about this class and I'm scouring my hat patterns, and I'm having fun figuring it out.
Yeah.
So, come join us.
You'll
It'll be
learn
fun.
different cast-ons, different types of ribbing.
Yep.
There are other patterns as far, if it's color work or cables or textures.
Well, there's mosaic hat patterns out there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe we throw in some mosaic. I don't know. I have no idea what these patterns are going to be yet.
And then you're going to be learning decreases to get that brim, and different ways to do that. You can do it with 4 needles. You can do it with magic loop.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't stay on a 16-inch needle and close up the top of your hat unless you just cinch it like the beginners.
Well,
so
I will tell you, my standard way, magic loop them. And I know you like to use the double points.
Well, not on the top of a hat. I usually magic loop it.
Yeah.
And,
so if magic loop, you wanted to learn how to do that, well, that's one of the things that I'm going to use in the hat construction. Simply because that's how I do it. I don't.
Yeah.
I just can't stand double points. And the funny thing about it is, it's not that I can't use double points. And even here, I got my little gnome bag. I keep my double points in there. I use them. And there are parts of my gnome that are best knit on double points. No, I don't magic loop everything. But I mean, I just know that when we talk about double points on here, I am so, I hate double points. It's just not my favorite way of knitting.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way
And
I'm putting it.
way back when I first learned double points, I had slippery aluminum ones that fell out of my knitting all the time. So, yeah, I didn't like it. But now, if I use a double point, I use wood or the carbons. Carbons are my favorite. And they stay in.
Yep.
I probably am a little tighter knitter than when I was so loose and learning. And I don't like to do sleeves. I still will not do a sleeve on a double point because your stitches are always falling out, the sweater's pushing it out, whatever. So I won't do a sleeve with double points. But I like double points for socks and gloves and mittens.
Well, the funny thing is, when I was many, many years ago, when Grandma was still around and I was learning to knit, so yeah, we're talking 50 years ago or so, I had, my grandma had this book, and the book is, I think, available, like, say, through Amazon, but it was this mitten book, and there were gloves in there, and I have a copy of this book at home, but there's one of the patterns, the basic mitten pattern, does come up on Ravelry as a freebie. Anyways, it was Grandma's 3-needle mitten book because Grandma always did knit mittens on 3 needles. And that's how I learned to do mittens. was always on double points. Now, do I magic loop them? Yeah. And it's funny because I'll just say, Grandma's, I'm using the mitten pattern, but I'm not magic. You know? I'm on a magic loop, no double points, you know?
Yeah.
It's just funny, but that's just the
Yeah.
way it is, you know? I think for me, that's just a much better technique. I always, okay, when I'm magic looping, yes, you can get ladders at, you know, where your loop crosses and that stuff. Yes, you can get a ladder there. I don't, but I honestly think sometimes I get more ladders with double points than I do with the magic loop. And then I think that's part of what led me to using magic loop, because it got rid of at least 2 of the ladders, you know?
Yeah. But color work, I always use double points. Because color work,
You mean like on a color work neck or a color work?
no, on a mitten.
Oh, okay.
So like if you were doing the Selbu mittens,
Yeah.
I would use double points. Because I haven't tried doing them inside out.
I haven't either.
I might like that. But otherwise your floats on each end can shrink up, and you know, when half your stitches are on the cable, they can get pulled too tight. The ones on the cable. So I have issues. So if I'm going to do a color work mitten, I do it on double points always.
Yeah, see, my Selbus I did on my magic loop. I started one. I was experimenting. I was playing around with it. And I did, I started out a Selbu mitten on fingering white yarn. And I'm actually up to here, like where the thumb, where you separate for the thumb. And I'm onto the hand. And I started out doing that on double points. I switched to magic loop. I said, I can't stand this. You know, to each his own.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody has preferences.
But I want to finish those Selbu mittens. Maybe I should get those out.
Yeah.
Because I really like them. I did them traditionally, black and white. And I really like them. And I should finish them because they're cool mittens.
Yeah.
What would do I need any black and white mittens? No, not really. Oh well.
Oh well. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, me too.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.